literally as soon as I put him down, he started to wake back up. So let's just hope I can make myself some breakfast first before he starts crying and needs me to hold him again. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through 24 hours with my 10-week-old. So you guys saw that we started this video. You're okay, I'm right here, you can see me. I figured I would start this video off in the middle of the night. So we put AJ down right around like 9 o'clock last night. It was actually our first night that we put him up in his bassinet in our room, and we put the monitor on him, and then we came back downstairs and we spent another like 45 minutes downstairs when he was upstairs in the bassinet, which was a major win for us. So we put him down right around 9 o'clock, and then you guys saw that the first wake up was right around like 1:45-ish, which is really awesome. That was almost a 5-hour stretch, which is really good for us right now. That is pretty much the max that we have gotten, is 5 hours at a time right now. Our routine at night is pretty much the same every single time. Whenever he wakes up, we get him out of bed, we go to the nursery and I change his diaper, and then we come back to bed and I nurse him back to sleep, and then Timmy will swaddle him back up, rock him a little bit, and put him back in his bassinet. And that's basically our night routine through the overnight. So after we put him back down, he was up from pretty much 1:45 to 2:45 with us, with that whole process and kind of getting him settled back down. From 2:45, he slept all the way until 6:15 this morning. Another really freaking good stretch. So I am so happy about that. And then we woke up this morning, and typically he's like playful and really happy, but he was kind of a little grumpy this morning in all honesty. And so I was trying to play with him, and he was kind of just like crying and wanted to be held and snuggled. And so I was like, maybe he's still a little sleepy. So after I nursed him this morning, I played a little bit with him, I changed his diaper, and then he pretty much fell right back asleep. And he's been asleep since like 7:15 in the morning until right around like 8:30 when I just put him down, because I am starving and I need to eat breakfast. That is the hardest part about having a contact napper, is that I need to be able to make food, and it's very difficult to do that when he is in your arms. But we are going to attempt to make breakfast because he's over in the swing right now, just like sucking on his fingers, and so hopefully that'll soothe him a little bit enough, just so I can, maybe I spoke too soon, just so I can make some breakfast. With a sad face. What, you just wanted some attention? Did you just want some attention? I made myself this like beautiful bowl this morning. Like I have breakfast potatoes, I have fried eggs, I have turkey sausage, I have salsa. I was so excited to eat it, and then he got really fussy, and he decided, okay, why not join? Yeah, why not you join too? Huh? Why not you join too? And he got really fussy, and he decided that he was really hungry right now. Sir, please. And so now I'm going to attempt to eat my breakfast while fighting off a cat, while nursing him all at the same time. And it's not even 9 a.m. Time to get out of your jammies. Time to get out of your jammies. I'm gonna eat your belly. Amy's gonna eat your toes. Alright, what are we in the mood to wear today? Option number 1, ready to rock and roll, or a fan favorite, orange with stripes. This one, good choice. You are so handsome. Yes, you are. You are so handsome. Having any sort of schedule with an infant is very difficult, because they are just so unpredictable. Like one day he could literally wake up at 5 a.m. and then he is perfectly like wakes up, has an hour-and-a-half wake windows every single time he wakes up, and he does that all day long, and that's like his most perfect routine. And then some days, like mornings like today, he literally just wants to be like held, and he wants to be nursed, and he wants to be rocked. And so while we slept really well last night, and we woke up at 6:15, by like literally 7:15 he was ready to go down for another nap, which is super rare for him, for his wake window to be like an hour or less. So it's so unpredictable, so we just do the best we can. Something that I have really prioritized is trying to do the same routine in every wake window, even if it's in different orders, depending on what he's in the mood for. So right now, AJ is 10 weeks and his wake windows could be anywhere from like 60 to 90 minutes. Sometimes, rarely, they get stretched out to 2 hours. So I try to do the same thing every single wake window. So when he wakes up, I try to feed him, I change him, and we do some sort of playtime and tummy time basically every single wake window. The order of that varies. I pretty much always change his diaper after I feed him, unless I know that during his nap he maybe peed or he pooped and I want to change him first. But I pretty much always change his diaper after I feed him during the day. At night, I do that first, so that way it's just less time that he's out and about and I can nurse him back to sleep. So I feed him, change him, and play with him. That order varies depending on what he's in the mood for when he wakes up. Sometimes he wakes up and he's in a really, really happy mood and we play first. And then as he starts to get a little bit fussy, I nurse him and then change his diaper and then put him down for another nap. Sometimes when he wakes up, he's immediately really, really cranky and I nurse him and then change his diaper. And then because he's all full and happy, we play afterwards. So it really kind of depends. But that's like my most ideal schedule, is to have those three things happen every single wake window. Obviously, he is an infant and that varies from time to time, and sometimes he wakes up like this morning and he literally wants to be nursed and go back to sleep for whatever reason. So that's what I did this morning. I nursed him, I changed his diaper, and I put him right back to sleep. So that's like my ideal schedule, but I also just try to be really flexible and realize that he is literally only 10 weeks old. So what he may want from one wake window to another could completely vary, but I really make sure that I'm trying to prioritize playing and tummy time in his wake windows when he allows for it. I am getting ready to go on a run now. I have been trying to prioritize being active at least 5 days every single week. 4 of those days I am typically at the gym and I'm doing some sort of a lift. And then that 5th day has been recently looking like a run, because I've kind of just been enjoying running a little bit, but it also has sometimes been hot yoga, things like that as I get back into it. I just think it is so important for me and my mental health, because obviously being a mom is so physically and emotionally and mentally draining that it is so important to take an hour and a half for yourself minimum every single day. I think that is so important. I am also really, really fortunate that I do have such an amazing support system. Timmy is absolutely amazing and tries to help out as much as he possibly can. My younger sister Catherine is with AJ right now and she is going to watch him while I go on a run. And then often during the week, because my mom retired and she will be watching him once I go back to work, she has been watching him while I am at the gym most of the time. So it has been great to have that support and that help. I feel really, really fortunate because movement is just so important for me. It is like the hour and a half of the day where I can just be Marissa and I don't have to be mommy. And I think that that is really important for me and my mental health right now. And so I've really just been trying to prioritize that time for myself if it's possible every single day. Obviously, if there are days when he is super fussy and he really just needs me, maybe the timing that I go gets shifted around. Maybe I go for less time. Maybe what I do is different that day, or I just do something at home. But I've really been trying to prioritize taking at least that hour to myself minimum every single day, because I feel like that is just so important in this season of life, that even though it is such a selfless time of life, I need to also make sure I am prioritizing myself and my physical and mental well-being as well. Okay, just got done getting ready. And he was a little fussy with Catherine just because he just wanted some mommy snuggles. And so I am going to rock him for a little bit until he falls asleep before we go on our run. But while I rock him, I definitely need a little bit of energy today. And so I am doing a Celsius. I am doing this like peach vibe Celsius. This actually is one of my favorites. It's the perfect little like pick me up right before my run. Hoping to go for anywhere for like 2.5 to 3 miles today. But we're gonna see when I get out there how I feel, because we don't know how long this process is gonna take either. So we'll just see. I got back from the run a little bit ago and it was so freaking good. I ran 3 miles and I am so happy about it. It is the longest that I ran since being postpartum, and it wasn't easy, but it definitely like just felt good physically and mentally to do it. And then I got home and I did a little bit of like deep core work just to like, you know, heal up all the things in there that need to be healed up. And now we have just been kind of back and relaxing. I am kind of like doing some of the prep work for AJ's baptism because it's a few weeks away. So I'm just trying to like get lists done of like what needs to be bought, what we're going to be making, things like that, because I go back to work next week. So that way I know things are going to get a little bit crazier and I like have an idea of what needs to be done as we get closer. That fun little sound that you hear is me pumping. Look at how amazing that this is. I have been using the Mom Cozy pump and I am literally obsessed with it. I did get a Medela pump that came free with my insurance, but I really don't love it, to be entirely honest with you, because you have to be connected to the wall. It is a really, really good pump, but it has to be plugged into the wall all the time, and unless you get a specific bra, you have to hold it the entire time, and that is just very complicated for me because he always likes to be contact napping, and so it's pretty difficult to be like pumping and holding a baby at the same time. So this is kind of perfect because I can just like slip it into my bra and it just sits in there and it does all the pumping for you, and I actually feel like I get more from this pump than I was my Medela. So I've been trying to pump 2 to 3 times every single day just to increase my milk supply, because obviously he's getting bigger, he's drinking more. I'm also going back to work next week, like I said, and so I'm going to have to start prepping bottles for him when my mom is watching him during the day. And so I'm trying to just build up that stash so I can make bottles for him when he is at my mom's house. So that is what I'm doing now. So I do basically 15 minutes on each side, and I hope to get anywhere from like 2 to 3 ounces when I do it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It kind of depends on when's the last time he's eaten. I don't really have a time of when I've been pumping. It's kind of just like when it's convenient. And right now he is still napping on Catherine, so I'm trying to take advantage of it while I can. So I'm hopefully going to do 15 minutes on each side. And then if I can get anywhere from like 4 to 4.5 ounces, that's pretty much what he's been eating when he does take a bottle. So if I can prep that for my mom, that'll make me feel better, even though she'll have lots extra. AJ just finished up eating his lunch after he woke up from his nap, and now I am eating my lunch. I have been super, super fortunate today that Catherine has been with me all day today from early this morning. Honestly, guys, in a normal day, it doesn't necessarily always look like this, because if I'm by myself with him, which is what the case is majority of the time, listen, I'm trying to talk, okay? Thank you very much. Lunch kind of looks like whatever it can, and honestly, making it is very chaotic. Like today, Catherine made me my lunch, which was so awesome. So I could nurse AJ while she was making my lunch, and now I can play with him and eat at the same time. But sometimes I have to eat, and so I put him down, and he's screaming and he's crying for 5 minutes so I can make food. And then we play and we hang out while I eat it. So it really kind of varies. Same thing with showering. Like I had the opportunity to shower in the middle of the day today after my workout because she was here holding him while he was napping. But most of the time that's not the case. Most of the time I would wait until later in the day when he's having a nap and try to put him down for like 10-15 minutes and just pray he doesn't cry. And sometimes I just put him in the bouncer in the bathroom and he is okay. Sometimes he cries the whole time. It really varies. So I'm really fortunate that I have her here with me all day, so it is a little bit more casual, and I can take a second to go to the bathroom, go pee, take a shower, make myself food, but that's not always the case. So I just wanted to be honest about that as well, that it looks very easy and casual right now because she's here and she was able to hold him for one of his naps today, but that's not always necessarily the case if I'm by myself. But it's lunchtime for all of us now, so we're gonna eat and then keep on rolling with the day. The bear is our favorite. How about the whale? Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. No way. Hey, how's it going? How's it going down there? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Outfit number 2 of the day. Honestly, not too shabby at all things considering. Sometimes we go through a lot more outfits. But he spit up all over it right after we got done with tummy time. So, oh. No way! He spit up again. Update. He did indeed spit up all over me. Did not a ton on himself, so this outfit is still good. So outfit number 2, we're still rolling with, but yeah. This is where we're at. Right after I was excited that he got changed into a second outfit, he decided to spit up all over my outfit. Adorable. We are so fortunate that he likes pacifiers, because once it kind of hits the end of his wake window and he starts getting like a little fussy, I'm like, yeah, it's been about 90 minutes. Like he is probably getting ready to go back for another nap. And I put the pacifier in his mouth and kind of just rock him a little bit. And then he kind of just like starts to burrow in and falls asleep so easily right now. So we are so fortunate. Sometimes it does take him a little bit longer to get to go down than others. But honestly, for the most part right now, because we've been playing so much during his wake windows, he goes down fairly easily for naps at this point, as long as you're willing to hold him. We're still working on putting him down during the day for his naps because he just is a big contact napper, but he goes down for those naps really easily now. I definitely think the pacifier is just a big help for us because I put it in his mouth and I kind of just rock him a little and he's like, yeah, this is the good stuff. Time to get into a jammy. Yeah. These are pretty nice, right? Why is Clifford running away? Because it's bath time. The end. Yay! Oh, stand up. Good boy. All right, let's go hang out downstairs for a little bit longer. Time for vitamin D drops, okay? 1, 2, and wait. Yeah. Okay. All right, I just finished up my part of the nighttime routine. So I got AJ into his PJs like you guys saw. We read him a book. After I read him the book, we went downstairs, we played a little bit, and then when he got fussy, I brought him back upstairs and I gave him his vitamin D drops and I nursed him to sleep. And now Timmy swaddled him and is rocking him a little bit, and hopefully we're going to put him down in his bassinet with the monitor on him, and then we are going to go back downstairs and have a little bit of a moment to ourselves before we come up to bed. It is only 8:23. It would be the earliest that we have put him down up without us. Last night we put him down around like 9-ish, so it's a little bit earlier than yesterday, but we are hoping, because he was very tired, that he'll calm down and settle down enough to go into the bassinet and go to sleep. So we are kind of going to wrap up the night there, and then Timmy and I will hopefully head back downstairs without him and maybe have like a little dessert, watch some TV before we come up to bed. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys liked this video. It was so much fun taking you guys throughout the course of my day today. Here is just your friendly reminder that this is our schedule, this is our routine, this is what has been working for us and our family, and every single day is so freaking different. So please, if you have a 10-week-old, if you have a newborn, if you have an infant, do not compare yourself at all to us and our schedule, because every single day is so entirely different. This was just one day, but tomorrow could be entirely different, and we could be trying to put him to bed right now, and then he screams and he cries, and then we bring him back downstairs, and our entire like ideal plan could be out the window. So please just remember not to compare yourself, because this is what we are doing and what works best for us. But also, we tried to put him down in the bassinet earlier, like you guys saw, for that nap, and it was a complete and total failure. And we didn't end up doing it, and we ended up holding him while we were eating dinner, and he napped on us that way. So like every moment, every day is different. So please do not compare yourself. With that being said, I am going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss another video that I post. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on my Instagram and TikTok so you can see the finished lifestyle content I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.